Yes. Thanks in the background. Hi guys. We are in Rosslare Strand. Hello. Hi Susan, how are you? Get a load of this view. How about that for a live, huh? Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Oh, just there. I have to be careful because my phone is mounted in the car. Hi Ethan. Over there, that's Rosslare Harbour, guys. So you can see there's two boats in. The storm has calmed down slightly, so it was kind of a bit more fun earlier on because the car was blowing around, and sorry now, it was a bit windier, but it seems to have calmed down somewhat. Hi Ron, how are you? Just a different live, guys, from not being just at home. You can see there beautiful Rosslare Harbour. Where I am now is the Strand, and you can just see way off there. Oh,
hi Ron.
Ruining the I made it all blurry on you. Hold on, we go back again. Way off there in the distance, Rosslare Harbour. We've a couple of boats in. I can't make out Irish eyes here. I can't make out. I think it's, is it Stenaline maybe that's over there. The Unheard Voice, how are you? Nana D, how are you? Tom's daughter, how are you? Let me just see if I can. This is slightly different. KGBO415, how are you? Keith, that's easier to say. Kathy Stewart. Let me see. Kimberly, how are you? Hi, Wendy. Come to Tennessee. You would love it. I surely would, Ethan. Who else have we got here? Terry, how are you? April. Greg. How you keeping, Greg? Patrick, how you keeping? Angelique Curry, I hope I said that correct. Wait, let's see if it'll focus. So we've just a beautiful view out over. This is the Strand, as I said. Rosslare Harbour then is way off in the distance.
All right, all good, Ron. Thanks. Just seeing your comment.
I see. It won't really focus for you,
I can't see what it is.
unfortunately. But like, it'd be nice to see the boats head off there, wouldn't it?
That's the boats. I think somebody was on my live earlier. They were mentioning something about the boats. Rosslare Harbour.
More snow for Greg Monday and Tuesday. Oh Lord, we had one snow flurry here. It lasted about 5 minutes, and it was just it was a joy to see, and then it was gone. Hi Maureen. It's freezing, Kathy. It was really, really cold here. But as I said, the storm we had, what was the storm? Storm Dudley and Storm Eunice, one after another. And we had lots of damage to trees and bit of flooding. And then unfortunately, we lost a Wexford man. Who's that? Unfortunately lost a Wexford man. He worked on the county council, and he lost his life while he was actually out clearing trees. So very, very unfortunate for him. We have a little bit of spring coming in, Maureen. Not much. We have signs of the little budding daffodils and snowdrops, and but other than that, it's kind of a mixture in one day. Now, if we have a few people, this place, people tend to park here to watch the boats come in and out, and it's always really, really nice. So if I'm brave enough now, I might get out, but you'll have a lot of wind noise, I suppose, if I do. But I have I've placed an order for a new mic. The one I have discovered is not very, the one I've been using is not very compatible with Samsung. It's an S20 FE I have, so it's a new enough phone, and it doesn't have, the socket for the the earphones. It doesn't have one of those. It's kind of it goes through Bluetooth or the cable jack. So I've discovered that it's not very compatible with my phone. So hence I've been using it, but it's not been giving me it still kind of picks up the audio through the speaker itself, which is a real pain to have discovered that. But I have purchased off Amazon a kind of a Bluetooth speaker that condenses the audio. So I'm hoping that will help. So I'm hoping that will arrive this week, and I will give the other mic then to Irish Eyes, because it'll actually work with his phone, as he tested it there for Sam Kendrick's video. And as you can see, it is now raining. So a mixed bag. We had the sun shining there not that long ago. Don't worry about the wind noise. We don't care. I know it's just it annoys me a lot, Kathy, to be honest with you. And you kind of want a nice crisp audio. There's somebody running in the rain. Yeah, it's getting dark here now, guys. You can see the change in the weather. I'm just going back through the comments. Yeah, Kevin, we have a fantastic, beautiful island here, but unfortunately the weather is not so pleasant, as you can see now. We've had the two storms, Dudley and Eunice, back to back. Our work actually closed early Friday because we had no electricity all day. And as I said, one Wexford man lost his life while out doing his good duty. Who have I missed? Look at that for weather, guys.
That's what I was saying earlier
Yeah.
about how this weather in Ireland can change so fast.
Oh, Angelique, I said your name correctly, and it is a beautiful name. Now, what we have fallen at the moment, guys, is, you can hear that picking up now. Hear that? That is crazy. We have just a storm back again. So this is what we're dealing with in Ireland. The car is now moving. So you're in the middle of a storm with us, guys. Look at that.
This is Irish weather.
I love this weather. Well, I don't like the rain, and I hate when I have to vlog or try to vlog, but I do kind of... this sitting here now is kind of cool, you know. I might lose coverage actually as the storm comes in. Let me see. Tommy the cat, hello, how are you keeping, Tommy? Susan, how are you? Hi Sue, what a beautiful view over the water. Sorry to hear about the county council member. I know it is very, very sad. You don't have much of a view there, Susan, unfortunately. I was hoping to show you the boats down in the harbour, but you can only barely see the outline of them there.
Susan, sure, it's a soft day.
A soft, God, I haven't heard of that. It's been said forever. A soft day, or wet rain, as my father would say. That's real wet.
I think I
weather.
heard someone saying that in the Quiet Man or somewhere.
Hi, Catty, how you keeping? I'm just going back over the comments, Catty, so I'm sorry I missed you. Yeah, Maureen, you can see yourself now with the weather, what you seen a second ago. You could see the boats, you could see the beautiful sea, and now it's just murky and grey. And I think I have a guest has come on, besides the great man himself, Ron. Ireland Through My Lens and more. Guys, that is my brother. So thanks for coming on, David. Lovely to see you on my live. I was just saying, David, this is what we have to put up with in Ireland. as you know yourself. Retired road dog, how are you? Oh, you didn't get a notice. Sorry about that. Kathy, I found a grave at my local cemetery of a gal who used to take flowers to Rudolph Valentino every year on his birthday. I'm going to visit tomorrow with pics. Oh, that's lovely, Kathy. Hi, Pepper Moon. How are you? Kathy has a lovely sun. Wow. Are we up? Maureen's local lake still has ice. Oh, no. Patrick, I'm on. I don't know why you're... I presume everybody can see me. David Bradshaw, how are you? Guys, can you all see me? Well, not see me, but you're looking out at the sea. Thank you, David. Patrick, can you see us? Was it Patrick that said that? Yeah, Patrick, can you see us? Bottle Man Bob, how are you? Now, we're back. Hello! Patrick, can you see us now? Just in case you were wondering why it was so dark. We were here and it was lovely-ish. And as a soft, as sure as a soft day, as Carl said. Yeah, it's true, David. What was I saying to you? Oh, yeah. So when we got here, it was lovely and sunny. And now we are sitting in the middle of a storm again.
Like Annie Lennox says, here comes the rain again.
Here comes the rain. Yeah, that is for sure. I'm just going to start the car for a second, guys. Just to clear this front window. So just excuse. I hope the radio don't come on. So anyway, guys, any news? How did you like Glasnevin? I am definitely going back. Wow, you can hear hailstones now, guys. This is cool, isn't it? Wait till I show you. Hailstones. You won't see nothing on the windscreen, of course. Look at that. Susie says your weather looks exactly like it is today. Oh, Susie, it's just miserable, isn't it? Louise, how are you? Yeah, so Glasnevin, guys, pretty cool cemetery, and I've actually thought to myself, look at the waves. Sorry, guys, I keep getting distracted now. I don't know whether you can see that. Oh, it's hard to zoom in on this. Just see
David
the waves.
Bradshaw, greetings from New York. I love your channel.
Look at that for weather. Guys, we have a rainbow. My favourite thing in the world, a rainbow. Can you see it? Oh, look at the rainbow. Isn't that beautiful? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by everything here. So, yes, Glasnevin, my hope would be that... God, this is getting bad, isn't it? My hope would be that I'd go back to Glasnevin and... oh, look at the rainbow. Sorry.
Wow. Look at that rainbow, guys. Look.
The rainbow is distracting me.
In Ireland, to say there's a pot of gold at the bottom of that.
Yeah, well, the Irish Sea is there. That's about it. Is it a double rainbow? Oh my God, it's actually nearly just... you won't see that, unfortunately. I love rainbows. Look at that. Oh, I wish I could... It actually looks like it's landed right in front of the car, would you believe? And it's a beautiful, full rainbow. Oh, I wish I could get out and show you now. Would I get drowned if I did? I probably would, wouldn't I? It's worth a look, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, right. I'm going to get soaked. 1 second, guys. I'm going to try this. Oh, sugar. I nearly turned this off. You can probably see it better. It does look like a... Jeepers. I get them.
Tommy the cat says, don't you have to fight a leprechaun to get the gold at the bottom of a rainbow? Well, I would fight him, Tommy. Don't worry about that for that book of gold.
Oh my God, I am actually soaked just getting out there. My camera is all wet. Wait till I try and pop you back on this. Sorry now, guys. I don't want to turn you off. Yeah, the pot of gold is supposed to be at the bottom of a rainbow. But the thing is, and I remember doing this as a child with my father, And my brother, if he's still on here now, he'll remember that as you drive towards the pot of gold, it just disappears. It goes further and further off in the distance. But what we are seeing now is a full, beautiful rainbow coming out of the Irish Sea. There's slightly double kind of an aura over that. There's people stopping beside us, would you believe, to take photos. But look at that. It's not just I wish you could see it better than what I can see it on my camera, but it's just not doing it justice. I'm just going to try and wipe off this a little bit. I hope I don't turn you off.
It's a lovely rainbow.
That is gorgeous. It's starting to fade a little bit. It just won't zoom in properly. But you can see that the storm, I nearly got blown, and that was really, really windy out there. I nearly got blown away in the car door. Yeah, I'm just obsessed with rainbows. I think they're absolutely beautiful. But now, you know, that is strange. It's coming over from here. We've the sun just to my left, and the rain to the right. My car door is around it. Yeah, so Glass 7, guys. My thought was, if I was to go back up again, well, I will be going back up again. I just don't know exactly when. It'd have to be a fantastic day. Is to go back up and to go live, and let you kind of decide on what direction I take up there, because the place is so it's just huge, like. And oh, thank you, Cathy. Oh my God, Cathy. That is super generous of you. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. That will get us a train ticket to Dublin. That is beautiful of you. Thank you. Sorry, now just Cemetery Man is in the house.
Hi, Cemetery Man.
Here. I decided to wait and watch you. Cemetery Man, you were going live next, is it? I presume that's. I can't see. I've raindrops on my phone. Sorry now.
I'll try and get back to watch you, Cemetery Man, if I can.
Big shout out to Cemetery Man, guys. He's absolutely adorable. Very respectful. A man after my own heart. He loves Ireland. He's been to Ireland. He stayed here for quite a while. And definitely go and watch him and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. All of that good stuff. And of course the Irish Eyes. If you're not forget him, I'd be in trouble. I'm going to just put you back onto the just to see again. Look at that. We have, like, you can see the boats there now, guys, just off here. That's the harbour. So we have boats going to England, boats going to, isn't there one going to Germany now?
There's boats going to
France and
Wales, Pembroke and Wales as well.
That was another place we wanted to go to, but our list is just, rather than get shorter, it's got longer. Now, so you can see now again, lads,
I just put Cemetery Man's link in there, guys, if you're interested in subscribing to his channel. Oh yeah, so the link is there, guys, so feel free to click on that, subscribe and jump back into us again. That's brilliant, Keith. Do check him out. He done a lovely one of the kind of like a ghost town and a little cemetery. It was lovely. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can zoom in without it going a bit funny again on me. I don't know why it's so pixelated looking. That is just two boats there in the harbour at the moment, and our pastime just along up from there is a cliff walk. And you might have seen, I did a video on that. Remember, with the paragliders up in the air, that cliff walk goes along there and you look out over the harbour then. I just put my link in there, guys, and Cemetery Man's link to both of us. So if you're anybody that's new on the channel, interested in subscribing to both our channels, feel free to hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please do so. Bottle Man Bob, I love that name. Love your accent. I really want to visit Ireland before hopefully you'll get there. It is something that, you know, if you can at all do, definitely come and see beautiful Ireland. You're all loving the video, the video that's beside the rainbow. It's just about gone there. You can kind of barely see it. No leprechauns, Greg. I think that is a figment of some Irishman's madness. Maybe after a night of
a couple of pints of Guinness.
yeah, or something, whiskey or something.
there is no leprechauns that I certainly know of. Now, maybe there is. I haven't been lucky enough to come across one in my travels. But as I said, I remember being in the car with Daddy and driving towards a rainbow. And when you think you're close to it, it disappears. And that's the joy of it. I know I show my own little boy now. He's 8. He kind of thinks the same, you know, drive towards the rainbow, Mammy, and we'll get a pot of gold. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. Oh, thank you, Cemetery Man. Oh, Kathy, that's so nice. It would cost me a whole lot more if I had to travel. Thank you guys for taking me on. Do you know, Kathy, you're more than welcome. I mean, really, you know, a hand on my heart, this is something I really, really enjoy. You probably heard it in my voice in Mount Jerome and in Glasnevin. They're the ones that, you know, you just get kind of flabbergasted by the whole lot. Just completely outstanding monuments. The history was just, you know, it would blow your mind. Thanks, Susan. Hit that thumbs up, guys.
KGB, are you planning on going to a cemetery on St. Patrick's Day?
Tom's daughter, it makes me homesick and I'm from New York. Must be the leftovers from my great grandparents. It's probably in your DNA, Tom's daughter. It's probably in your DNA. Are you planning on going to cemetery? Oh, sorry, that's the one you read. Going to a cemetery on St. Patrick's Day. I have to say, I'll be off, thankfully, and I think it's a long kind of a bank holiday weekend. I don't know whether you'll be off now or not. Maybe you will be. But yeah, like I hope so. There's usually kind of do a parade, but with COVID everything was cancelled. But this year they're going ahead with it. I have to say the Wexford parade is kind of not really my thing. I just don't like having to, you know, drive and park and then walk for miles and then you're froze and the kids are froze and everyone wants to go home. But yeah, I think my adventure would definitely be to a cemetery rather than to the parade.
They are passenger ships, Greg, that they go from Wexford to France. They go to Wales, Pembroke, they go to France, different places like that.
Thank you, Maureen Marr. Thanks a million. Really, really appreciate it. Where did the ferry go, Sue? The ferry, I presume, is still in the little enchanted forest. Maybe that's a place I'm going to go back to as well, actually. Just to take a closer look. Everything will possibly have, you know, the brambles and stuff might be a little bit easier to get around with because, you know, obviously winter is gone, so everything might have died down a little bit. So the little ferry, I mean, I think everyone agrees there was something there at the start of that video. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. I never really thought about kind of fairies as such, but, you know, there was definitely something there. And when I slowed it down and looked at it closely, there it was for everybody to see. Cemetery Man, I cannot pronounce that. Can you pronounce that?
What's that?
This is an Irish thing. There are only
Cluricons
drinking your wine in the basement. Oh, we have little people here called Puck Wudgies that dwell by the ocean. Oh, I'll have to look into that. That sounds intriguing. Here at the moment, Greg, we have a fishing trawler. I don't know whether it'll pick it up. It's out. No, it won't. It's on the other side of the camera. I've actually 2 fishing trawlers here sitting in front of me. They wouldn't really dock anything else other than the ships, but then further around the quays there is a little area for kind of more holiday boats and sailing boats and stuff like that. Kilmore Quay now, I did try that for coverage as well, but it wasn't great. But that would be a lovely place to show you because the lifeboat is situated there and there's a lot of fishing trawlers and fishing boats there, and we have a little friendly seal as well. Who am I missing? Let me see. Sorry guys, I'm just going through the comments here. Susan, so beautiful. Mary Ann Swanson. Hello, Sue and crew. How are you, Mary Ann? Get your swimsuit. I think you'd want a full, I don't know what you'd want in that water. There is actually, you would often come down here and you would see people out swimming in this cold, freezing water. I think they're all mad. Cemetery views. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Really, really nice. This is Rossler Strand where I'm sitting in the car, and it's overlooking the Irish Sea and then the ships that go to Pembroke and France, I think. I know some of the boats were pulled at one stage, and I'm not sure if they go to France from here anymore. Maybe it's just Dublin. Hi, Bob G. How are you?
Hi, DJV 5732 from Ohio.
Yes, Maureen Spring is around the corner, please God. Yeah, Greg, look at the sun now. Isn't it crazy? Like, we were in a full-blown torrential downpour of hailstones there when I got out to show you the rainbows. But maybe the rainbows will bring you all a bit of luck, please God. Cemetery Man, there's a possibility that I'm coming to Ireland in a couple of months and also Wales to hit up the village. Well, if you do, definitely, will you give us a shout and we'll meet up for a cuppa. You can have a pint of Guinness. I'll just drink the coffee. Carl will drink, you'll drink a cup of tea. Irish Eyes will have a cup of tea. That would be fantastic. And you can actually teach us a bit of the folklore of Irish Convoy for sure. Hi Sean, how are you keeping? Always be careful of the fairies. I think most fairies are nice in nature. I know there's a few can be a little bit more cunning, I suppose. Hello from Ohio. DJV 5732. Things are good, Marianne. We're just kind of at the end of 2 massive storms here in Ireland. Real Foot Lake in Tennessee.
Cathy Seward, do you travel outside of Ireland often?
I'm not a great traveller at all. The furthest I've been to is Wales, and I loved it. Edinburgh, Liverpool, and Paris was the furthest I went, and I'd have no intentions really going back to Paris unless it was just solely for a cemetery walk. I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest with you. We are hoping to go to London soon, and I'm hoping that will happen sooner than later. The she folk, pronounced she, are the original fairies of ancient Ireland. I have heard of the she folk before, Cemetery Man, but you sound like you have much more information than I do. My gran would call it bracing. Yes, that sounds about right. People have been polar plunging here. Oh my God, Greg, that sounds too cold. Do you travel? Oh yeah, I have to answer that one. There's Ben. How are you, Ben? This is over there. You can see the ships. It's Rossler Harbour. I'm never sure of the time difference in United. Great. Yeah, Rose, I'm not sure. Some parts of the United States, I think it's 5 hours ahead, and I think some are 6 maybe. I think Chicago might be. Is Chicago 6? And
I think it's 5 or 6.
Yeah, I'm never sure myself either. So I tried to give you an hour's notice. In Hawaii, the magical little people are called Men Ha Wuni. Did I pronounce that right? Great folklore. Wow. So everybody has them, really. I thought Ireland was... that's a shame. I thought Ireland was the only one with a bit of folklore.
Ben, hi Ben Baker.
Brilliant Cemetery Man. I look forward to it. Started the cars up now and I can't hear you. Cathy is at the races and they've started the cars up and now I can't. Cathy, I used to go to the motorbike rallies and at the time I suppose I enjoyed them. I was much younger and now I can't bear the sound of anything higher than my own voice really.
The furthest I ever went was Poland. And I walked around Auschwitz concentration camp in Auschwitz in Poland. I went to see that place. It's very interesting and very sad at the same time as well.
I'm going to start up the car again for a second. Or maybe I just turned it off, did I? Wait, now I just get that condensation off the window. Now, so how are you all doing, guys? Anyway, did you enjoy Glasnevin? What was your favourite part? I really, really enjoyed, and you've probably seen me peeping into every crypt and mausoleum I could find. I had a peep into. I am so nosy anyway, but I really, really enjoyed Glasnevin. I think Mount Rome, maybe, I don't know, they're very close call, the two of them, which one I preferred.
Mount Rome is nice too.
Mount Rome is beautiful.
There's another one, there's a few cemeteries in Dublin that we'd love to do. We didn't get the time to go and see them.
Very brave people out walking. Cathy Stewart, 9:34 a.m. here. Wow. 10:30 in Canada. It's 9:32 here in Salem, RMBC. Greetings from Kilmore. Richard, you're not too far from us. How are you? I tried, Richard, I tried to go live in Kilmore, but it didn't give me great coverage, so I had to move around. I am now currently sitting in, well, you probably recognise it, Richard, anyway. With that view, I think any Wexford person would recognise that view. I was hoping one of the boats would go out and could give you a good kind of look at it. Yeah, so I couldn't. I have 5G here, which is absolutely amazing. If there was a cemetery here now, I'd vlog it. Karen, excuse me. How are you, Karen? It's 12:33 in New. You see all the different times, guys. It's just so hard to pick a time that suits you all. 6 hours behind Ireland. Minneapolis, 6 hours behind. Wow. That's, yeah, that's behind. Chantabelle, how are you keeping? Chantabelle, remind me again where you're from. Sorry guys, I'm just going through the comments here. Bottleman Bob, yeah, the coffins were, I think I called them caskets in, I think it was St. Michan's. We seen those beautiful velvet ones, and I was corrected that it's not a casket, it's a coffin. I didn't actually realise there was much of a difference, but there is. A cemetery man, I'm sure, would tell us here now. They were beautiful. And then I suppose in Mount Rome, I could see them, but I couldn't show ye because there was like little white iron mesh on the green doors, but I could see into them myself. And then in Glasnevin, you could clearly see coffins nearly in every single one of them. But what caught my eye was those beautiful, I suppose they're altars, and it's nice to imagine that at one stage, I don't know whether family are still around, but at one stage people would have went in between those coffins, laid flowers or wreaths, prayed. That the one with the blue kind of, I don't know whether you remember that, it was like an altar laid out, but it had blue painted wall at the back. Really, really caught my eye and stood out. It was absolutely stunning. And most of them had something in there, but then there was a lot of coffins as well, you know. Cemetery Man 1999, thank you so much, appreciate you. And as I said, definitely check out his channel, guys. He's going to be a big one, and I know that in my heart. Yeah, Cathy, I suppose it does come across that I always get super kind of happy when I can kind of visit places like that, especially because it's like walking through a museum of headstones and monuments. It's just absolutely stunning, and every name that you read, you know, have a story, and a lot of them up in Glasnevin do have great history as well, you know.
Does anybody, some people are speaking about America and where you'd like to go. I'd like to see a few places in America, like say John Gotti's grave in New York. But does anybody have any clue where Robin Williams was buried? Or was he cremated, or what happened?
Oh, actually, I don't know. Richard says signal's all bad here. Caesar in the Strand. Yeah, Richard, we're in the Strand. Great coverage down here. I have 5G. Now I updated my phone there a few months ago and bought the Samsung S20 FE. I used to own an iPhone and I just didn't like it because you're kind of, I suppose with Samsung you're kind of, in Google, but that's what you search with is Google, I suppose. But with the iPhone, I always used to find it hard because you're kind of hooked into iTunes and all of that. So I opted for. Well, I kind of took the word of the man that was selling it. Really, that it was a good phone for capturing video because I told him what I did, and then I upgraded my data package to get 5G. But unfortunately, Ireland is not. It doesn't cover 5G very much. And there's only a few areas, so I'm quite surprised that down in Rosslare they actually do have 5G, but hopefully that will open up and that will make it, I'll be more inclined to go live in cemeteries then, now that we have a stretch in the evening then as well. Let me see, I've missed. Let me see, where am I?
He was cremated in San Francisco, Robin Williams. He was one of my favourite actors. I loved Robin Williams. But it was so sad at the end, that he made so many people happy, even though he was sad himself,
Betty, I can't say a favourite part of your visit to both places. Both were beautiful and intriguing in their own way. They were, Betty. I think we'd only got to Dublin when we went straight to Mount Jerome. And I suppose there was actually a funeral on that day as well, so I couldn't kind of go near the chapel. But I don't know, I was so excited to get there, firstly because it's been on the list for a while, and then I was kind of disappointed with the weather. But as you walk in, you can straight away see those little crypts, and it blew my mind, I suppose. I'm kind of lost for words. And the same, I mean, there was so much of that cemetery we didn't get to cover, and the same at Glasnevin. There's we didn't get to find Eamon de Valera, and I bet he was looking straight at us. And there's Grace. I don't know whether any know the song Grace. It's a beautiful Irish kind of a folk song, and it kind of would always make you very emotional. I definitely recommend you look up Grace, the song by, was it not the Dubliners?
I think it was the Dubliners. Yeah.
Was it the Dubliners? What's the other lads? The Fury Brothers? No, it was some of those. Anyway, if you could get to listen to that song, listen to the words. It's just a very emotional. They get married in prison, and he is executed the next day, and it's basically the song about that. And her grave is up there somewhere, and I didn't get to find her either. Hi Amy, how are you? Robbie was cremated. Is that just yeah?
I don't know. Hi guys. Cemetery Man was timed out. Sorry about that.
Oh.
I don't know what happened there. I'm Sean Thompson.
Cathy says iPhones are limited with what you can do. Okay. In 2014 I was in Richmond. VA when Robbie. Oh. I got drunk that night and cried. I grew up with him. Oh, wow, Ethan. John Gotti beside his son who died in 1980. I loved Robin. Well, I think everyone loved Robin Williams, and it was such a sad ending to such a gentleman and, a funny man. And, I suppose that's the nature of the beast, in the sense that, on the outside, they're always smiling and happy. And we had a very tragic young man, buried there recently, locally. And, I remember him just as a very small, a youngster. And, you know, I would have said the same, a very happy, very gentle kind of a soul. And it's always very sad when that happens. Chantabelle loved Mount Jerome. Yeah, Kathy, you know, just when you mention Huff there, I used to watch him and I've stopped watching him. It's like visiting a grave of someone who has just passed. I believe that the spirit has to be kind of given time to go to wherever they are going. And I just find when Huff kind of goes straight onto the spirit box and tries to connect him, I don't think it's, you know, in my thoughts, my opinions, it's not very respectful. But having said that, I did see that episode, and yes, it was definitely Robin Williams' voice. And but then I have seen others kind of talk about Huff and saying if you put the voice in there, it's kind of easy enough to kind of do it through computer technology to get those voices back out, you know. They're all saying Robin was awesome, and he really was.
Yeah, John Gotti's son. The guy that hit him on the bike vanished.
Hi, middle-aged bald guy. How are you? We visitors beside us now. We're sitting in the car, and we are just looking out onto the Irish Sea, and just having a chat. And you'll see anyone that's kind of come in just there. That's Rossler Harbour where the boats leave. It doesn't look like anybody. I wouldn't say actually there's any sailings with the way the weather has been. You can see actually a few birds now back again. We have gone from sunshine to hailstones to a beautiful rainbow to back to kind of being not too bad again, really. Marianne has fostered. Is it an elephant, Marianne? I missed a comment. Oh, vanished. His son was. Wow, Ethan. God, his son was run over, and the guy who did it vanished. His son was only 12. It was an accident. Seen that? Oh, I didn't see that. Or did I see that? Did we watch the documentary? Bruce, how are you keeping? Arizona, 10:40. Yeah, it's a nice view. It's not showing fantastic on the camera for some reason. It could be just because it's going through a windscreen as well. I was out there a little while ago in the weather showing everybody. We had kind of a beautiful full rainbow. But I won't be getting back out again because it is bitterly cold.
Welcome back. Cemetery man. Sorry, I don't know what happened to you. You got timed out or something.
Sometimes that happens. You click on a comment and it just kind of happens. I'm not sure, you know, I'm a devil for even pressing on comments, and especially when you're on your phone. So sad no one knows what's inside someone. Happy, funny man, but underneath he was very lonely and depression. Marie, I agree with you completely. I don't know whether any of you know Lincoln Park and Chester Bennington. I was a huge fan. I am a huge fan of Lincoln Park and Chester, as we all, you know, anyone that kind of followed his journey, he suffered with mental health and struggled for a long time. And he was quite open about it. And there is an interview, actually, anybody that is feeling somewhat unsure about how they feel kind of in their own mind, in their own body. He does a great interview with some radio presenter, and it would give you shivers because not long after that, Chester actually took his own life. But he describes about his mental health and not being able to not be on his own, that he finds it so hard to be on his own, and that, you know, when he's on his own, inside his head is not a good place to be. And it kind of summed up mental health for me more than I'll ever know. And as I said, you know, I was a huge fan of him. He seemed happy. We all knew his struggle. As I say, he was quite open about it. And then, you know, to suddenly feel that he couldn't go on. And sometimes they feel like they're not good enough, or that people around them are better off without them, which is, you know, it's so, so sad. Let me see. Yeah, sorry, Cemetery Man. I'm not sure what happened. Don't worry, you certainly didn't do anything wrong. It was probably just a touch of a finger if a phone rings sometimes, you know. Yeah, Susan, I don't know. Years ago, I know around Daniel O'Connell's crypt, anyone that we've seen in those kind of mausoleums or crypts around Daniel's final resting place were extremely wealthy. The monuments are kind of up over them, and you don't realise that when you're walking around first that they have a door to go into them. They certainly would have had a lot of money, and they were all close, either family or friends, I believe, of Daniel's, and they were, you know, they were the only ones that were allowed to be buried in there. But you know, even some of those monuments that I couldn't find anything about them on Find a Grave or on a Google search, their monuments, you know, as well were absolutely fantastic. Gail, hello from South Africa. I'm second generation Irish South African and enjoy your channel. Thanks very much, Gail.
Marianne. Sorry to hear that, Marianne.
Oh, I'm missing something.
I live with depression and it isn't easy at times.
No, it's not, Marianne. And, you know, I think the majority of people do hit on it at times, certain times in their life. I know I used to have panic attacks and really bad anxiety. I still would have a little bit of anxiety, but it's kind of controllable. So, you know what, it is hard and you have to keep going. And it's as simple as that. You have to get up in the morning, you have to make yourself get dressed and get out and do what you have to do. Let me see, middle-aged one. Have you ever been? Yeah, Dolores O'Riordan is definitely up high on our list. I'm definitely going to do Dolores. She was she was the head singer of the Cranberries. And yeah, very, very young, passed away too soon as well. That's right, Ethan. Chris Cornell was a great friend of Chester's, and, you know, I think it was part of that he couldn't handle that part, and struggled after that as well. You know, it is very, very sad. I mean, Chris Cornell has an amazing voice, or had an amazing voice. Yeah, Elizabeth, I can see the sky is getting dark here once again. I think we're going to have another mad shot of rain here. The boats definitely won't be going anywhere. Yeah, you have to mind yourself, Marianne. Ethan, I think Freddie's ashes were given to Mary. Now, I stand corrected on that. I could be completely wrong. I would imagine she either he had wishes for them to be scattered somewhere. I'd imagine she probably kept some as well. Maureen, not at the moment, Maureen. The weather is just so bad. I have one I'm still waiting to kind of edit. The big one was kind of Glasnevin and Mount Jerome, to try and get them up, and I eventually got them up, and so I've kind of one smallish one to go up during the week, and hopefully then I'll get out at the weekend again to film a few more. Elizabeth, I am very, very sorry to hear that. Rest in peace to your brother. That is very, very sad. Thanks, Liz. Yeah, we'll send all our prayers to you, Elizabeth. Ethan, wow. You see, so many people are affected by it. It really is, you know, it's such a sad thing to happen to anybody. Hi, Randy. How you keeping? When you guys are finished, I'll get... Yeah, Cemetery Man, we'll be finishing up here very, very soon. And I'm back at the old historic city cemetery. Showing such a... Brilliant. Yeah, give me a few minutes to get home, Cemetery Man, so we can join in. Okay, I cooked breakfast now. I have to serve it. Hope you both have a wonderful. Thanks, Catty. Enjoy your breakfast. There's people going, guys, for a walk. They must be mad. In this weather especially. Hello, Sue. I enjoy watching all your videos. Hi, Bruce. How you keeping? Yeah, I think, Marie, that he has them, yeah, for sure. Mind yourself, retired road dog. Oh, Marianne, I'm so sorry. Yes, keep up with your hobbies.
It looks like nighttime now.
Yeah,
It goes from daytime to nighttime here.
look at this. Can you see what I mean about Irish weather? It has just got, hasn't it? Just got so. I know it's actually we're rolling nearly to 10 to 6 here, so it is going to be, it's going to be getting dark anyway. But guys, do you know something? I think we should leave it there. Let you all get off. Some of you, look how dark it is. Some of you are wanting your breakfast and I'm wanting my tea. Yeah, Maureen, I'd love to meet Ron. That would be amazing. Absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? He has talked about coming to Ireland and Scotland, so it would be great to catch him. Those are my children's shoes. Thank you, Greg. Wait till I just show you. I'm going to be in this now. Hanging from my my mirror, just because you can see the side of them. Those are my kids' shoes when they were only babies. Look at that. And I keep them hanging.
Thanks, Ron, for popping in.
I keep them hanging from my my mirror. That is a memento from Wicklow, where the shop. What's the film called again? I forget. The film where we got the little flowers. What was the name of the film? Up in Wicklow. They were shooting. They were shooting the film, and we got flowers from the.
Oh, it was a Disney film.
A Disney film. I can't remember the name of it.
Something's called something Princess, I think.
Was it something Enchanted or something?
Enchanted, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Enchanted. And then of course I always have this with me as well. So guys, I think we will leave it there. And all I can say is, from a very weird kind of a day. Look at it now, guys.
Safe journey, Ron.
Safe journey, Ron. I'm on the road northbound from Tennessee. Yeah, safe journey. Yeah, so you can see, guys, the weather has once again changed. Very, very strange. Anyway, with that being said, guys, take care. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Mind yourselves. Bye-bye.